We're not surprised as the ANC. We had expected that he will never finish his term, because governing in local government is not as easy as people think. And being a mayor of a city like Johannesburg, it's not so easy. He has, on a number of occasions, whispered to some of our caucus leaders that this thing of running local government is not child's play, and in fact, it's not his thing. So we're not surprised, and we are also convinced that, look, more than any other thing, this thing is based on the issues that the ANC have raised, that the financial position of the city is in dire constraint and it's about to collapse. And for him to suggest that they're in a good cash balance, it's not true. And we still maintain as the ANC that he is misleading the residents of Johannesburg. And at some point, the reports of National Treasury will prove that the ANC has been correct all along to say the finances of the city are in dire constraint.
And I mean, does this now give the ANC an upper hand coming to the local government elections in 2021?
Look, the DA is in disarray. Its leadership is unable to manage internal contradictions. And we are convinced that the DA, as we have always said, it's a white party, and they have proved that they are taking their party back. And those that went to the DA, especially who are of African descent, have actually made a serious mistake to have joined a party that has no interest whatsoever to address the interests of the African people.
That the way forward from now on, a new mayor has to be voted in. Just kindly explain that process to us and our viewers.
Yes, we have been invited to a meeting by our Provincial Executive Committee where discussions will start taking place by tomorrow. In those discussions, then we'll look at our options and make a decisions and allow the internal processes of the ANC to take place. Secondly, it will also include us restarting discussions and negotiations with other parties that are in council, especially our partners and those that we think shares to a large extent same views as the ANC. So we'll engage them, and we should be ready in the next few weeks to come back and say, are we fielding a candidate? This is the candidate, and so on and so on.
Coming to the issue of coalition governments, does the ANC believe in coalition governments?
The ANC position is that coalitions that are not based on common interests or common ideological stance are problematic. In this case, where the ANC has been working with its partners, the African Independent Congress, the Patriotic Alliance, and the Al-Jamaa, we have, to a large extent, share the same ideological stance. And we think once you share the same ideological stance, it couldn't be a problem.
Well, our acting political editor